Thunder. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor.
How did you beat me, man? That thing blowing my mind right now.
On the court for the Knicks, Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Calderon. And it's Aflalo in at the 2 spot. And it's the Knicks with the ball.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on. As the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
Now here's Westbrook. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Goes up on the wing. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
You saw that hole?
Good.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
He trains the quick shot.
This is going to be a hard game.
Westbrook's got 5.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
They get it again. Here's Lopez, and it's blocked by Adams. The wide open look for Durant. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
Thunder got their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Pass to Adams. It's Durant with the drive. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunks so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting him. And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
It's Anthony with the drive. Nice shot by Porzingis.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. Here's Roberson. 6 on the shot clock. Westbrook, no good. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand, but freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
If I would have hit my free throw, that would have won.
And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
The feed to Robertson.
Oh,
He kicks it to Durant. Outside Westbrook. Back to Durant. Tries again. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last
How you
year,
missed that, yo?
cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set.
I know.
He's just got to stay on the court.
Bro.
And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
You know, talking about Durant as he looks to recapture the league MVP, he can take a cue from last year's MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry battled through numerous ankle injuries over the years earlier on, only to come out on the other side with his best season ever in 2K15.
Here's Galloway. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet.
And getting back to Durant, sometimes adversity brings out the best in you. Adversity challenges you to rise above. And Kevin was already at the highest rung on the ladder. I think his opponent should be very afraid of what they're about to witness this season.
Got a piece of it. Cuts off the pass. Here's Ibaka. And he banks in the layup.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. Dion Waiters comes in for Andre Robertson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Shot clock at 2. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Aflalo kicks to Anthony. Stolen by Waiters. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
About 10
Temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Nick Collison's checked in for the Thunder. Morrow comes in for Kevin Durant. Thomas checked in for New York. Vujicic comes in for Aaron Aflalo. Here's Cantor. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there. You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Now here's Waiters.
Yeah, that's what I don't like
He
about
hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Morrow. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there.
It hurt my
A
feelings.
little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that, Greg, the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
That's why I lost that shit.
Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for.
Grant, he's checked in for New York. Stolen by Waiters. Passes it to Morrow. Second chance shot. Collison, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And Kanter did play well with the increased minutes last season, Clark. Averaged a double-double after the trade.
I think it was a great fit for him in Oklahoma City. He still has work to do, but now that he feels like he's in the right environment, I think we're going to see that great potential of his start to come to fruition. Well, the free throw line has really hurt him.
Yeah, it's been a rough start there, and they could use those points, no doubt about it.
Now here's Williams. Grant the pass to Vujacic. Outside Williams. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Collison. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Vujacic kicks to Grant. Thomas again. It's Waiters. Soft touch off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 2.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. New York ahead. They're up by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Calderon is out there with a flower. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Anthony. And it's Porzingis in at the 4 slot. He dishes it to Lopez. Durant with the steal. A baseline J. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And that's now 7 points for Kevin Durant. And it's a Flalo penetrating. Here's Lopez. Lopez missing again.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish. And for long stretches of the season, the Thunder, they had a short bench early on due to injury and just having a short rotation. They did change things up, though, as they went through that regular season.
Now here's Anthony. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Nothing new there to see Anthony knock down one of those beauties.
Westbrook kicks to Roberson. Calderon against Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Ibaka, no luck. Well, for the Thunder, Greg, you're talking about, they did have to go to their bench more and more. And Clark, as the season wore on, their bench players were playing a lot of minutes.
Yeah, actually, they ended up in the top 10 in bench minutes played. The trades they made at the deadline helped bring depth to the team, and they took advantage of it.
Stolen by Westbrook. Then Adams with the slam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
Langston Galloway's checked in for Lopez. They retain possession. The Thunder with the lead. And you think, Greg, about Westbrook's killer instincts. You were alluding to that. It's very apparent at times. Players praise, and Clark, I think, fear him for just that characteristic alone.
Well, how about this, Kevin? Kobe Bryant said Westbrook has the same love for competition that he has. Whenever other guards are pulled, Westbrook is their worst matchup.
Here's Anthony, following the score by Oklahoma City. There's the pass to Galloway. Here's Porzingis. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And so it's New York with it. The Thunder making the shot. Tries it from 9. Another shot. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Anthony. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. A room service dime by Jose Calderon.
Anthony's shot is off. Thunder have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. No good from Durant. The Knicks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. That's tipped. Afflalo, the pass to Porzingis. No good. That would have tied it. Tight game here in Oklahoma City. Here's Roberson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma.
Yes! All right.
Oklahoma City. Dennis Kanter's checked in for Adams. Kyle Singler comes in.
Damn bullshit. Why the hell you all the way up in the TV anyway? You really can't see? Man, I let that game go, man. That's a mistake. All right, you ready?
For Kevin Durant. And it's
You ready?
Foy in for Russell Westbrook. Vujacic kicks to Thomas, and that one's good. Thomas got his first points in this one.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans had really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
Nah, they ain't playing no
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. And the Western playoffs just, it seemed a bit amiss without having the Thunder involved. Westbrook, I tell you what, he did everything he could to try and carry that injured group into the postseason last year, but it just wasn't to be.
4 on the shot clock. Shots good by Ibaka.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Putting it together offensively, looking to build some more momentum.
Gonna lose.
Here's Foy with the three, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. Galloway kicks to Williams. Here's Galloway. He's got 5. No one near him. Nice shot by Vujacic.
Looks like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And it became clear, thinking about the Knicks again, I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
Nick Collison's checked in for the Thunder. Waiters comes in for Roberson. Then for the Knicks, Anthony's checked in for Vujacic. And it's Grant in for Langston Galloway. And the shot is good. And the Thunder lead by 5.
You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or two, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
Waiters no luck.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Here's Foy, and the layup's good off the glass. Foy's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Leaders on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. Knicks trail by 3.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
For Oklahoma City, they have shot just above 55% of the line, going 5 of 9.
Boy, and for Randy Foy, I thought it was a big bounce-back year for him last season. His points per game were the highest they've been in 5 years, and his field goal percentage was the highest it's been in 5 years as well.
And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. 17 seconds left in the first half. Raiders against Anthony. Nice D from Williams. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Singler. You know what?
Different kind of game right
and
now.
We're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one.
The whole way.
Thunder lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. He has been everywhere.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something because he looks a little faster today than normal.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
What a game it's been for Westbrook. He's got 11 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Durant in at the small forward. That
You ready? All right. Well, man.
It's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Knicks trail by 7. Calderon dishes to Lopez. Back to Calderon. Off the pick. Misses off the left iron.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Durant, no good.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
The baseline J. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Balanced scoring, Clark, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score it. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it, okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
Not looking good right now.
Here's Lopez. Following the score by Serge Ibaka. Shot left block. The shot's good from Lopez. Lopez has got 9 points. The Thunder leading by 5. Well, Clark, what can you say about the Knicks last season? They had a lot of trouble on their road trips, among other things.
Well, especially on the road. I mean, only managed to get 7 road wins on the season, Kevin.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
What a great game for Anthony in this one. 10 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him and them. He should repeat that every game.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for the Thunder.
And for the Knicks last season, they actually shot decently on the road. They just didn't play any defense, and that's kind of what did them in.
Here's Anthony, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. The Thunder have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Ibaka, wide open, he fires. And Adams kicks to Ibaka. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Ibaka's got 4 points in the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
New York calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Oh, shit. Mistake.
Payne, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And New York with a change here, too. Langston Galloway's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Lopez drives in.
And great effort on the boards, and what a move.
Yeah.
That was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin. Well, you know, going back to the Knicks on the road, they just forgot to defend the three-point shot. I mean, they had the worst three-point field goal percentage defense with their opponents making 40% of their threes against them. That was the worst in the league.
And he gets it to go. Adams has got 6.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Oh, man.
Soft touch off the glass. He's got 6.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
And it's a Flalo penetrating.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And so Aaron Aflalo nails both of them. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And, guys, neither team has been able to pull away. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams, and Dion Waiters subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
Now, there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there.
Goodness.
A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now here's Waiters, looking for his first basket still in this one. Morrow, the pass to Ibaka. It's hauled in by Porzingis. The Knicks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Aflalo. Can't hit. And the Thunder going the other way now. And Ibaka kicks to Payne. Pass to Morrow. Shoots the 3. They get it back. And he nails the jumper. Morrow's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Foy in for Anthony Morrow. Then for the Knicks, Williams, he's checked in for Porzingis. Lance Thomas comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Vujacic in for Jose Calderon. And the Thunder making a switch here. Ziegler's checked in. Grant, he's checked in for New York.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Here's Kanter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Kanter's got 6. And Dennis Kanter, Clark, a guy who combines brute strength with a high skill level. He finally got to strut his stuff last season with the Thunder.
After the trade, how about strutting his stuff to the tune of 19 and 11 as an average? Huge numbers for a guy who just didn't fit in with the Jazz.
Now, here's Kanter. He's got 6. Singler, no good.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure. And getting back to Kanter, as big as he is, you see he plays with a high motor. Always shows great dexterity and body control. Doesn't have great quickness, but enough to get in position to make an impact.
Talking about Kanter, I mean, another thing to like is the plus free throw shooting. I mean, he nailed 78% of them last season, which also indicates that he'll continue to extend out his shooting range as his career progresses.
And you guys, he was once considered a tweener, but now I think Derrick Williams has kind of settled in to that 4 position. Seems to be the best position fit for him at this stage of his career.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Kyle Zingler. And New York with a change here, too. Anthony's checked in. Stolen by Grant. And pushing it up. Here's New York. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. And that's now 6 points for Jaren Grant. Oklahoma City trailing. Last year, Williams did find a nice niche playing the 4. Still, his minutes and numbers, Clark, remain low.
Well, it's unfair because he was drafted so high, top 5 when he came out, and I don't think he'll ever live up to that draft position. The highlight dunks are great, but he's got to find other ways to continue to grow.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Oklahoma City. Waiters no luck. Knicks have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thomas goes in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Thomas got his second bucket of the game to go. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Thunder trailing by 3.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold it.
And I'm guessing that's exactly what they're probably going to do here.
Durant attacking. Good D by Thomas. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. It's the Knicks. They're up by 3. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. On offense, here are the Thunder.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Calderon. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then there's Aflalo. And it's Galloway in at the 1. New York leading by 3. Dishes to Calderon. Pass to Porzingis. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
The Knicks making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Durant against Anthony. The shot will not go. The Knicks shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. With the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Knicks lead by 8.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And the first one at the line is good. You look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark. They won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
Under trailing by 6. Taken away by Anthony. Feeds to Aflalo. Passes to Porzingis. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Russell Westbrook.
Hey, guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
Greg, you're right with Porzingis. It made sense for him to wait one more year. Clark has a lot to learn, but still comes over, as a much talked about player, a much better player than had he declared last season.
I agree with you, yet he'll still need time to develop, but all the ingredients are there. He's got a chance to be a really good player.
Yeah, the Latvian had a great shot for his height, and there'll be an interesting stretch for in the NBA.
Good call.
Well, Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Look at that!
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing?
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
A follow goes in. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Galloway. No good on the triple. Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Durant. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists in the game.
When I need
Wow,
to see, I
that's
can't
a
hit
really
it, yo.
smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. It makes it look fun and easy.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Kurt Rambis had to say to the team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Listen, the Knicks had a hard time scoring last year, just lacked any real presence in the paint, and lacking that paint threat makes things easier for the opposing defense.
You know, with the Knicks, they were second to last in field goal percentage from their front court. Granted, they were hit by injuries. It seemed like all over the place all season.
Yeah, you know, with that poor field goal percentage shooting and being top 3 in field goal attempts on the year, not a good combination.
Misses from close range. The Knicks leading by 5. Anthony's shot is off. Outside Durant. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
No. That's a good shot.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Here's Anthony. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
And a fast break now for New York. A follow the pass to Porzingis. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And now a 9-point New York lead.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Durant against Anthony. And he gets it to go. 17 points for Kevin Durant. The Knicks leading by 7. Anthony drives in. No good with the finger roll.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And it's denied. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Anthony against Durant. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Look at that jam! I mean, just beautiful.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on them now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
Here's Anthony. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
It's
Beautiful
10 points.
feed off
You
the
got 2
bounce to his
minutes to go.
teammate
Ain't
there.
over yet.
Nicely done.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor. Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Durant. Cannot hit. Good D by Lopez.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And they seem to have gotten something out of almost every possession. Their defense has been just as good, just a tremendous performance all the way around.
Yeah, and they're doing it in hostile territory, too. I mean, don't forget about that part of it, which makes it even more impressive.
Here's Porzingis. defended by Ibaka. Galloway, no good.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
It's stolen by Adams. All going up court. And then Durant with the dunk.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
The wide open look here for Anthony. Again, the miss by Anthony.
And that's an important rebound, and especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch? What a performance. Just look at the game for Lopez. He's got 10 rebounds and also a block shot.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Waiters is checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Jose Calderon, who's checked in for Langston Galloway.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for New York.
Clark, this was a physical game.
Yeah, but the awareness they had offensively to penetrate really was the difference.
And maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer for Carmelo Anthony. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
They have got to put a body on it because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
The series now?
Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
What is it?
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Count that one. And the Knicks lead by 13.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for
you
them.
Know how
No
that
win
shit pissed me
on the
off,
road
you really
comes
don't
easy.
know.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
The three, and it's Anthony again missing.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This was